Alright, buckle up, because what you're about to hear is wild. Ramses and Marissa, one of Love is Blind's most solid couples, just dropped bombshells about what really went down behind the scenes. From secret doubts to a breakup that left Marissa totally heartbroken. Yeah, it's messier than you'd ever expect. So, was this love doomed from the start? Or did Ramses have a change of heart we never saw coming? Let's dive into the real tea. So y'all remember Ramses and Marissa, right? The couple who had everyone believing they were the real deal, soulmates ready to walk down the aisle? Well, turns out there was a lot more simmering under the surface than what we saw on screen. To kick things off, Ramses actually revealed during the reunion that he was already second-guessing his feelings long before the breakup went down. Yep, you heard that right. Apparently, while Marissa was totally in love, Ramses was already struggling with doubts, but kept it all to himself. He said, and I quote, that he didn't want to devastate anyone by sharing his doubts too early. Like, okay, Ramses, but maybe Marissa would have appreciated a heads up, just saying. And let me tell you, Marissa was not having it. According to her, Ramses' change of heart was a complete shock. She was left wondering why he wouldn't be upfront about how he was feeling, especially since she asked him multiple times if he was having doubts. It got so bad that she felt he might have been stewing on it way longer than he let on. Marissa said, "I just don't understand how he could act like everything was fine, only to blindside me later." And yeah, she did not hold back her emotions in that reunion. But hold up. It gets even juicier. Ramses went on to talk about their fundamental differences, saying he loved Marissa, but knew deep down that they just weren't aligned on important things. And listen, he didn't go into all the details, but it sounds like he felt their values and goals just didn't match. Now, here's where things get interesting. Marissa actually said she thought Ramses was the one who could meet her emotional needs, only to find out he would shut down emotionally anytime things got tough. Yikes. That's one way to tell someone they're emotionally unavailable. Now, if you thought that was enough drama, it only gets better. After the breakup, Marissa was pretty open about how badly it affected her. She admitted that she wasn't the same person afterward, which, ouch. Her mom even chimed in, saying Marissa hasn't been herself since. Clearly, the breakup took a huge toll on her. And Ramses? Well, he admits he's haunted by the thought of how much pain he put her through. But you know what they say, actions speak louder than words. He claims he stayed available for closure conversations with Marissa after the breakup, but she eventually decided she needed to fully move on. At this point, it sounds like Ramses was kinda trying to make himself feel better for breaking her heart. He even mentioned that he'd go out of his way to explain his decision-making to Marissa after everything fell apart. Like, okay, Ramses, but did she really need that much explaining? Or was it just another way for you to ease your guilt? Marissa seemed to think all the talking wasn't helping either of them. And honestly, who can blame her? She wanted answers, not a drawn-out post-breakup friendship. Fast forward to the reunion, and the two of them barely exchanged glances. Marissa looked like she was just trying to keep it together, while Ramses was out here telling everyone he wasn't looking for closure, but just wanted the world to understand his side of things. You can probably guess how well that went over with fans. Spoiler alert, not great. One part that's truly heartbreaking? Marissa shared a little lesson she learned from all this. Next time, she wants someone who's fully committed, someone who doesn't just check out the moment things get hard. And honestly, who wouldn't? She did say, though, that Ramses' compassion is something she hopes to find in a future partner. So maybe it's not all shade, but it's clear she's grown from the whole experience. Meanwhile, Ramses admitted he's not dating anyone right now. He apparently needed a break from relationships after everything went down with Marissa. He's been focusing on his friendships, and wait for it, on himself. Classic. He did say he's always open to love, though, so who knows? Maybe he'll be back in the dating game sooner than we think. Just hopefully not in another social experiment. Am I right? Oh, and let's not forget, Ramses couldn't stop talking about how deep their connection was. He wanted everyone to know that their bond went beyond the superficial stuff, and that they talked about all kinds of deep topics like politics and the military. Like Ramses, okay, we get it, but it's also sounding a little like you're trying to prove that this was real for you, even though you dipped out in the end. Maybe actions, not words, should have spoken louder here. So, was Ramses justified in ending things? Or did he just lack the courage to let Marissa know the truth sooner? Fans are kinda split on this one. Some say it's better to break things off before marriage if you're unsure, while others think Ramses could have handled it way better. Either way, it's a harsh reminder that even the strongest looking couples have their cracks. In the end, This whole thing is just sad. It's like we all watched Ramses and Marissa go from head over heels to total strangers, and no matter whose side you're on, it's clear they've both been left with a lot of emotional scars. Will they ever find peace from this? Who knows, but one thing's for sure. This reunion was one for the books, and we're all still reeling from the drama. So, what do you think? Was Ramses in the wrong? Or was it just two people realizing they were on totally different paths? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because I know you've got opinions. And hey, remember to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss out on the next deep dive into the wild world of reality TV love. Stay tuned, because more drama is always on the way.